Prince Eze Ukpo, the billionaire of Igbo land and also in Africa. They said the man don't come outside to control more light of things where they happen inside Nigeria. But he talk about the begging of Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu, and which of one of our brother come outside come debunk this thing, come to say na lie, say na because of coming election. That's why they want to use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as an tool in order way to win election or to get the Igbo people to vote for them. But however, we go hear wetin talk before we go jump inside next ogbonge news where we get. It's still there for Balaba this here where they bring you ogbonge news as it they happen. They say that the Ikpere man has become the first Ohaneze in the Igbo. What be smart, you know, the thing don't bring a lot of katakata for inside social media. But you get one information we one bring can give you today. If you're an Igbo man, you need to watch this video so that
why is the hard line I tell him? But we shall beg Tinubu to forgive him. Tinubu had spirit of forgiveness. He had no enemy. Beg him to forgive him. They didn't know about war. I was in civil war. I was refugee for 3 years with my father. I lost some of my brothers in battlefield. All these people were talking about war, but they didn't know. The report which even now, he commanded PC Brigade Arrow. Because brigade commander, he had the bullet in the heart. All these people run about didn't know. I was here when Ojukwu declared the Republic of Biafra, this House of Assembly. Well, they are peasants with my father. Yeah, they don't know what it's war. It's not the Tinubu's fault. It is Buhari's fault. But we can beg Tinubu to forgive. He has spirit to forgive. The wife is a kind woman. Very kind to share. The wife went to Benue, went to party state, PDP. He gave them 500 million. He didn't care which party you belong to. He was sharing anything the husband gets to share everywhere. They don't belong to any party. We're not talking about party, we're talking about the unity of Nigeria. Tinubu, Southeast Development Zone. That has solved our problem. No other government were through us behind. They neglected us. Tinubu came and pointed out. The managing director from Binukoga, from Ukpo, Michael Koya, Imo, and changing the Igbo life. Very soon, many people start getting jobs, including us. With the advice of other governors. Conscience. He had no enemy. He doesn't get bounded. They don't want to know who you are. Part of insecurity. That's why you like your governor. Governor Enugu. Within there, and even in there, I give a Kenuno. You know, Yeriaka. We take the ITC to monitor the criminals. Spend a lot of money. That's why I can be here. We can move around. Nobody can harass us. Only here. If other governors will do what he's doing, or what the Tinubu is doing, we have no problem. If this problem, only Tinubu can solve our problem. Now we are alive.
Daalụkwa ndo ọma na-ege ntị. Ekene m nwoke kene nwaanyị. Wesi ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ. Atị m mmiri ata na mazụ anwụna. Nkoye chilu nyaza elu. Onye nna na onye n'ụbọchị nke tata bụ MAP eziokwu bụ ndụ 1. And I'm na aige this our brother Nti, which is Eze Ukpo. Now, after you watch the statement of Eze Ukpo, I only observe one thing, which is the Igbo political leaders and the Igbo elite have already made the plan and concluded that in 2027, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be a tool that they will use to campaign. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is what they are going to use to campaign for Tinubu again. They are not fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release. Rather, they are going to use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to campaign for different political positions. And for those who want to nominate somebody to campaign for campaign for governorship or for presidential or for senator or house of reps and other political positions, they will all come together and use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the predicament of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, pretending that they will be fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release. They are going to use it to campaign again and get themselves in the power, and all of them will go mute and go silent again, while the suffering and the predicament of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafrans will continue. Now, what I cannot understand in the statement of Ateze Ukpo is that when did a call for a referendum become a call for war? We are talking about the marginalization of Ndi Igbo and the way Ndi Igbo have been subjected to a thing of caricature in that contraption called Nigeria. And instead of Ateze Ukpo to address the marginalization of Ndi Igbo and the call for a referendum, he is now indirectly or directly interpreting a call for a referendum, which is a self-determination, as a call for war. And he is preaching about war instead of preaching about the marginalization and what Ndi Igbo stand for. And I can categorically tell you that Ateze Ukpo is one of the problems we have in our labor today, currently. Now, having said this, I want you to ask yourself, or I want you to know that you to expect many of this kind of statement that is coming from Ateze Ukpo from many other people who are aspiring to become Anambra State governor, because Anambra State campaign is around the corner. Very soon the primary campaign will start, and everybody will like to use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to shine. Expect many of these comments, many of these statements from many of those that call themselves Igbo elite and Igbo politicians. Now, having said this, do you know why anybody and all these people can come out now to use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name to campaign and position themselves in different political positions? Is because the current people that are leading this movement of this IPOB are not capable of doing anything reasonable or tangible to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and for Biafra restoration. Then turn themselves into begging and every time begging and the peacemaker, instead of fighting and standing their ground on one thing. They become coward, sorry to say. Now, before you come to attack me on comment section, I want to ask you, what is the difference between you now that is coming to attack me when I call for action to be taken for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released, and you will now interpret it that I am calling for a war and I am calling for our people to be massacred, with this Ateze Ukpo who interpreted that a call for referendum is a call for war? What is the difference between both of you? So when you know you are coming, know that there is no difference. Now, having said this, I want to put it to every one of us. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lies in Biafra restoration, and Biafra restoration does not lie in the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the people that will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today or tomorrow are the people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for, until we are ready to sacrifice and reciprocate the sacrifice Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have made. And if we reciprocate it, make our own sacrifice and fight for him and the Biafra restoration, Mazi will be out. Without this, nobody will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't want to say much, but I want you people to expect more of this kind of rubbish comment from many Igbo politicians, most especially those that are aspiring to become Anambra State governor and those that are aspiring for one position to the other. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is now a tool for campaign. Nobody is fighting for him. I must tell you the truth. And I will drop it here. Don't forget, this is channel. It's a citadel of knowledge. We are not sentimental. We don't fight with emotion. We face the reality. And I will drop it here. I say thank you, and make sure you share the video to reach more people to understand that Agwan and Akreka, we are doomed for destruction until we rise up. Nobody will give us freedom. We will take it by ourselves if we are ready. God bless you. I still remember my humble self. MAP Eziokubundo 1. Stay tuned for more videos. And don't forget, this is a citadel of knowledge and raw information. Thank you.
Come back, my wonderful people, as you don't watch that video from our brother, and I don't hear what he talk and the explanation we give for that video. So also drop your own opinion for inside comment section and share the video. Now let me also play the video of this our brother speaking of the Igbo history. I want you to hear that there's some point I want you to pick there for you to know that you are truly Ndubo. Watch.
Archaeological discoveries have revealed that even before the arrival of Oduduwa, the legendary founder of Yoruba race, there were communities that had flourished, and many of these communities were Igbo communities. Igbo people are historically associated with massive movement from the Igbo homeland to neighboring areas. The destination of the Igbo people, or the destinations, have been northern Nigeria across River Benue. That's why I have Igbo communities in Kogi and in Benue State and some parts of Plateau. Apart from movement to northern Nigeria across Benue, the major destination of early Igbo migrants were Benin land and Yoruba land. People talk more of Igbo migration to Benin. Most people don't know that that migration went beyond Benin to Yoruba land. We talk about how the Igbo were predominant in part of Yoruba land until, the legendary Queen Moremi delivered his people by trick and so on. Then on Benin proper, it's always said that those West Niger Igbo communities from between Benin and River Niger were Benin settlers or migrants from Benin. The truth is that early in their history, because of the fact that they didn't have enough land and they have rapid population growth in Igbo land, they could not move into the Atlantic to stay. And because central Nigeria had empires like Igala Kingdom that could, obstruct movement of Igbo into Ikala land, the only outlet for the Igbo people was Benin land. So majority of them moved there and settled there, became prominent. Some became chiefs, recognized by the Benin monarchy. But because of their audaciousness and the aggressive nature of the Igbo, ready to take advantage of situations, enterprising too, they ran into conflict with the ruling class. And so, over time, starting from the 16th century, they began to return to Igbo land. Not all of them crossed the River Niger back to their original source. Only Onitsha was founded by such returnees. Majority of the returnees established communities between Abudu and Asaba. These were not Benin people. So those who say that West Niger Igbo people were Benin people simply because they came from Benin, they don't have the full historical knowledge. They were founded by Benin settlers, no, Igbo settlers in Benin. They were returnees, what professional historians call reversed migrations. So that is it. Though when they settled in these communities, Oboloko, Iseluku, Iselenkpiti, Iselazaba, and the rest of them, Abo, yeah, and Abo. More migrants came from Igbo land proper and joined them. Then people came from Igala to join the teeming population. So what I'm trying to say is that it is wrong to say that West Niger Igbo communities were Benin people or are Benin people. Some of them are Benin because when the Igbo were returning, it's not as if they did not return with Benin people. Some have Benin husbands and wives. So no community in West Niger Igbo is ethnologically or ethnically homogeneous, because every community is actually founded by the first set of arrivals and later swelled up by later waves of migrants. That has been the experience of West Niger Igbo area. So the Igbo people who are in West Niger Igbo land, claiming they are not Igbo people, they don't know their history, and the Civil War has contributed to that. After the war, there was stigma attached to being an Igbo person, and there was persecution of the Igbo, which has continued. So people, because they want to be secure, to have security in Nigeria, they begin to drop the Igbo name, as has happened in Rivers State. They begin to claim that they're Bini or Igala, whereas they are Igbo people, right from creation. No, many of the towns and communities in Rivers State, they just remove the first name that makes it Igbo, so it sounds differently. If you are Wike and you remove N, you become Wike. For example, I'm not referring to the governor, but I can give you an example. All those communities in Rivers State, like Inquere, like Andoni, they are all Igbo communities. Port Harcourt was established by Igbo people during the colonial.
Okay, my wonderful people, welcome back. As you don't watch that video, I beg make you try to share, and most of say you follow all our social media handle. Don't forget say you see there for Balaba G's, and drop your own opinion in the comment section.